A day before opposition's collective protest on demonetization, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a scathing attack on the opposition party's planned Akrosh Diwas. Addressing an election rally in Uttar Pradesh's Kushinagar, Modi attacked those opposing the move and promising a corruption-free society.
एक तरफ सरकार, एक तरफ हम सब भ्रष्टाचार के सारे रास्ते बंद करने में लगे हैं, काले धन के सारे रास्ते बंद करने में लगे हैं और दूसरी तरफ भारत बंद करने में लगे हैं। आप मुझे बताइए, भ्रष्टाचार का रास्ता बंद होना चाहिए कि भारत बंद होना चाहिए? काला धन का रास्ता बंद होना चाहिए कि भारत बंद होना चाहिए? भाइयों बहनों, सिर्फ और सिर्फ गरीब के लिए ये फैसला मैंने लिया। 70 साल तक जो लूटा है उसको निकालना है और गरीब का घर बनाना है।
Everybody accepts, understands, and what is most gratifying is that the youth of Kashmir, the children of Kashmir, have come out openly in support of their academic career not getting disrupted. I would rather describe it as a children uprising against separatist uprising. They are no longer ready to wait for the last gun to fall silent and disrupt their study.
Joining me now on the phone line is Mr. Tom Varakan. He's the spokesperson of the Congress Party. Also joining us is Mr. R.P. Singh from the BJP. Mr. Varakan, coming to you first, sir. The Prime Minister has launched a scathing attack as far as the opposition parties are concerned. He has said that on one hand, where the country and the government is united in fight against corruption, the opposition is only interested in politics and Bharat Bandh.
What the Prime Minister does not realize is, with almost 80 people dead people don't tell lies, they don't tell tales. They're dead for good. They've lost their lives. And what would they lost their lives standing in the lines, asking for their own money. Will the Prime Minister step out from the stage and look at the people of India? Will he go across to the villages and see what the plight is? When you have no idea what is happening at the ground level, speeches can be made, but speeches don't cure people. Speeches don't bring dead people alive.
Okay.
What the plight of this nation, the nation is on the street. What is he talking about? Bandh? Bandh is beyond people. It's not the bandhs that matter, but you have put a bandh on the people of India. That's right. What matters.
So just stay on with me. Mr. R.P. Singh, coming to you first, would you like to respond to what Mr. Varakan was saying? And also, the ground situation is, sir, that people are being inconvenienced. The entire rural economy, which is cash economy, people are extremely distressed there.
Now, giving answers, Mr. What Tom Varakan was saying, their leader came in some 40 crore rupees car and then landed there for 4,000 rupees for a photo op and breaking a line queue also there. So they are only doing a photo optics and nothing more than that. And Mr. Kejriwal went for doing a photo optic and he was voted by the people at large and in Delhi only, no one else. As far as village economy goes, government has already sent 21 lakh rupees for the village economy through various cooperative banks, through various post offices, through bank correspondents also. So it's been taken care. But we are changing. I mean, if the economy is changing, the system is changing for betterment of the country. But people are prepared to take that pain also for a bigger gain. We all know that. But problem today is Congress on the shoulder of the common man is trying to gun the bigger issue. Have they come out with any one good suggestion till now? They have been holding the parliament to ransom without giving any suggestion. They are not coming. Okay. And then and their leader is so confused. He says it was leaked. It was leaked beforehand. And in the same media address, he says, no, Mr. Jaitley was also not aware of it.
Okay. Let me get Mr. Varakan back on this. Mr. Varakan, the BJP, of course, making the point that you've not come up with any practical solutions. You are only, pinpointing, you are only making issues out of what the government is trying to do for the betterment of people. If you're a constructive opposition, come up with constructive solutions. And also, sir, I would like your reaction on the fact that the opposition parties seem to be divided as far as this entire Bharat Bandh is concerned.
Ankit, the point is, if you want solutions, you must consult the opposition party. Forget the Congress. Consult people. Try to listen to issues in Parliament. Come to Parliament to address. hear their speeches, understand the problems. If you run away from Parliament and make huge speeches outside, and you talk about photo opportunities of the people dead. Has any leader from the Bharatiya Janata Party who talks about patriotism ever visited any one of the people who have died? As the Prime Minister in his address today mentioned, I'm sorry for the people who have died. Pain means you have to be alive. If you're dead, what kind of pain are you talking about? Pain is something when you're alive. People are dying. And this is across the country. And you talk about advisory. Who's listening to anybody's advice? You come to Parliament, listen to people, listen to parliamentarians, which are not bothered. And you're talking about money going to the corporators. Check out where the corporators have the money reached there. Check out what banks in the rural and urban areas. Half of them today, all banks have been closed. Okay? Now, next when where banks open, there's no cash banner put outside. What kind of... We have lost trust in the banking system. We have lost trust in the Indian currency. That is what has been achieved.
Mr. Singh, let me just bring you back in the debate at this point. The problem, sir, is that despite whatever the government or whatever the argument that you are trying to put out, that it is for the larger good, but the problem is this implementation of this policy. It seems to be a day-to-day, a change of policy. The government, before implementing such a massive exercise, it seemed was underprepared.
Okay, let me put it like this. First, let me answer Mr. Wadkan, then I'll come to your question also. Who brought bank to this level? They have no faith in bank because they have looted banks by paying to their crony capital strength. All banks were bankrupt when we came in. It's because of the UPA regime, the money which has been given to big companies because of Mr. Chidambaram's phone calls. Now, issue is as far the policy goes of changing situation day to day. Yes, I understand that things are changing every day, and government is also taking decisions keeping in view what is coming up. I mean, because it's dynamic situation. It's not that you fix a policy and then you stick on to the policy of how do we go about it. If there is something happening on ground, we need to plug in holes.
I take your point about the dynamic solutions that the government is trying to provide, but such a massive exercise, it can't be that almost every single day we are trying to put a bandage wherever we see a problem. There must have been a bigger plan that must have been formed by the government. Mr. Wadkan, how do you answer the allegation by the BJP that it was you who left the government, the entire economy of the country in doldrums, and that is why such desperate measures have to be taken by the new government?
Let me remind him, the last 1.5 years, 30,000 crore has vanished from the banks as remittances. The law was bought by us, but 300% rise in remittances from this country since they came to power. Okay? Lands have been bought across the country a couple of weeks before the great speech. The comfort level of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and they blame the entire opposition in one brush as crooks, black marketers, hoarders. Look at the vote percentage they've got and the kind of majority vote percentage the opposition combined has.
Okay.
What are we talking about? They have not received the mandate to do what they're doing. They have emptied the banks in 1.5 years.
Right.
Their club of 14, 15 crore-patis are managing the show. And now this money that is going into the banks, pray, who's going to get these money? They're going to be loaned out to the crony club. This is what Manmohan Singh said, that this is legalized loot.
Legalized loot. Mr. Singh, I am completely out of time. I just give you 10 seconds to respond, sir.
Loot was done by them in last 10 years. 12 lakh crore rupees legalized loot. Their leaders Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi are facing that part of that loot in the courts now, in the National Herald case.
We have heard these. Thank you so much, both gentlemen, for joining us here on India Today. But we have heard these arguments time and again. The political bickering continues as far as demonetization is concerned. On the ground, people still suffering for their own money. Well, moving on, fissures have developed in the opposition ranks over tomorrow's Akrosh Diwas, while BSP and SP have stepped up the offensive on the Bharatiya Janata Party. The JNUSU and the BJD have backed the government over its fight against black money and corruption. Meanwhile, dampening the opposition's call for a nationwide shutdown on Monday, the TMC in West Bengal has announced the Bandh called by the left won't be observed in the state. It remains to be seen whether the differences cropping up within the opposition will work in the government's favor in the winter session of the parliament as well. Remember, so far, this entire issue of demonetization has dominated parliament session, and we have witnessed unruly scenes and disruptions throughout.
तीन नोटबंदी हो जाएगा तो चाहे तो उसको बैंक में जमा करेंगे लोग किसी न किसी के बहाने, और समूचा तो जमा हो नहीं पाएगा, तो कुछ तो डूबे करेगा। तो जो डूबेगा ये समझ लीजिए वो बड़ा भारी फायदा होगा। जितना डूबा उतना नोट करेंसी उतना सर्कुलेशन में था, अब वो वापिस नहीं आया, तो इसका मतलब है कि उतना करेंसी तो सरकार को, रिजर्व बैंक को रिलीज करने का अधिकार हो गया, तो उतना पैसा तो आ जाएगा। ये भ्रष्टाचार, काला धन, गड़बड़ी के खिलाफ अगर कुछ भी होता हम साथ हैं, तो यहां पर भाई अपने अधिकारी का संपत्ति जब्त करा के स्कूल खुलवाए हुए।
केंद्र की बीजेपी व प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार ने बहुत जल्दबाजी में व बिना पूरी तैयारी के ही पूरे देश में खासकर 500 और 1000 रुपए के नोटों पर पाबंदी लगाने का जो ये अधकच्चा व अपरिपक्व फैसला लिया है, तो इनका ये फैसला पूरे तौर से 100% अपने राजनीतिक स्वार्थ में ही लिया गया आका जा रहा है।
उन्होंने कहा कि हमने इसलिए पैसा बंद कर दिया कि ये काला धन है, सब खत्म हो जाएगा। केंद्र सरकार ने यह भी कह दिया काला धन के साथ साथ भ्रष्टाचार पे भी लगाम लगेगी। और तीसरी बात ये महत्वपूर्ण कही कि जो फर्जी पैसा आता है, बाहर से आता है, पाकिस्तान से आता है, वो पैसा भी रुक जाएगा। और मैं बड़ी जिम्मेदारी के साथ कई मौकों पर कहा, मैं आज भी कहता हूं, ये 500 और 1000 रुपए बंद हो जाने से ये तीनों समस्याओं का कोई निराकरण नहीं हो सकता।